The chief speaker from the team opposition came here and told us that she has not seen a state where there is the implementation of the national broadband policy. If there is no implementation of the national broadband policy in your state, that means your state government is to blame. Malcolm X once said, and I quote, "Education is the passport to the future, as tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today."
Hey everyone, my name is Shanade from Lodz Secondary School Players Club. We'll be bringing to your view Daniella, who represented Oyo State in the just concluded Nationwide Schools E-Debate 2024.
Before you today is Daniella from the team Oyo, here to propose the motion at hand. As my chief speaker said, I will be giving us the reasons why parents should be held accountable for the threatening extinction of Nigerian languages and the effects. But before I go on, I'd like to reiterate what my chief speaker said. My chief speaker has been able to prove to us the factors responsible for the threatening extinction of Nigerian languages and also the measures that have been put in place by the Nigerian educational system to ensure the promotion and conservation of these indigenous languages. Now to my major argument. We, the proposition, believe that parents need to be held accountable for the threatening extinction of Nigerian languages, and I will be expanding more on this through the following.
Daniella emerged Best Female Speaker, and Oyo State also came third overall. I'm glad to share with you that she will also be representing Nigeria in an upcoming competition. Join me as we listen to her and hear from her experience.
Hello everyone, my name is Daniella. We just returned from the just concluded National E-Debate that was held in Benue State. We came third, we were the second runner-up, and we were three that represented Oyo State. I was the first supporting speaker, and I was also the best female speaker. The competition was a really nice one, though it was very tasking because after the preliminary stages, we were given different motions and we only had 24 hours to prepare, but it was very interesting as we were able to interact and engage with other people from other tribes and other states. We were also able to learn new things and also visit new places. It was also an eye-opener, and it was an avenue for us to display our talents, what we have got as speakers, as debaters, and it was a really challenging and interesting one.
Hi viewers, I'm Praise and I will be here with Esther Oguniro. We have in our midst today the best female speaker in Nigeria. Daniella, please can you introduce yourself?
Hello viewers, I am Daniella. I'm currently in SS3. I study at Ilora Secondary School, Oyo State, and I am the senior prefect.
Wow, that's amazing. I heard you just came back from the just concluded national debate. How was your experience at the debate?
Okay, the debate was a very interesting one. I got to meet and interact with people from different tribes, different ethnic groups, and I got to see things from other people's perspective.
I know this question has been on the mind of many of our viewers. What inspired your public speaking pursuits?
Okay, actually, I always wanted to be a newscaster. I always watched the 10 p.m. news with my dad every night. I started speaking when I was in Basic 3, and since then, I've been speaking, and I love every minute of it.
So thank you very much for that question. An amazing answer. How were you tensioned during the event? At any point of the event, were you tensioned?
Oh yes, the debate was a very tasking one. After the knockout stages, we were given fresh motions and we only had 24 hours to present for it. Aside of that, we were given a new debate style which I wasn't familiar with, so I was kind of anxious and tense having to learn a new debate style.
Incredible. So, viewers, this is to tell you that no one is above mistake, tension, or being perfect. We're going on a short break right now. We'll be back soon.
This language is going to extinct was a huge concern, and if not properly and properly addressed, could pose irrevocable consequences, which include: first, weakened community ties. The language is not just a means of communication; it is a thread that binds communities together. When a language fades away or is abandoned, then there's a social fabric in the community weakens, leading to a breakdown in interpersonal relationships. And as Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie once said, the language is more than just a means of communication. It is the carrier of a community's worldview. If we lose our language, we not only lose the words, but the very essence of who we are. Also, there is impaired cognitive development. A research carried out by Crawford in 2003 and Dorian in 1998 states that language loss can lead to a loss of cultural identity, which further affects cognitive development. Children who are brought up in multilingual environments tend to have cognitive flexibility, as language is a fundamental tool in improving the brain, as it shapes thinking, memory, and learning. However, when a child only learns to speak one language, he tends to be at a losing game of all these cognitive benefits. And as the Yoruba proverb says, "Aki fi egun shaimo," which means when a native language is lost, then the cognitive depth he has will also be lost. Moreover, we have disconnection from the cultural heritage. A 2021 research from the Nigerian National Commission of Monuments and Museums states that over 300 of Nigerian languages are critically endangered. The older generation can no longer pass on their values, their cultures, their traditions, which they upheld to the younger generations because of a language barrier. As I conclude my speech, I would like to allude to the scriptures. In the book of Judges, there was war between the Gileadites and the Ephraimites. The leader of the army of the Gileadites, who was known as Jephthah, who always stood at the border of the city. Then he would ask you, "Are you an Ephraimite?" If you said no, you will be asked to pronounce the word shibboleth. And if you pronounce it as shibboleth, you will be immediately executed. Honorable panelists, imagine if you were part of Gileadites by descent and your children could not pronounce the word shibboleth and they were slaughtered and executed before your eyes. How would you feel? The Ephraimites, in a bid to outrun death, ran themselves into the cold hands of death. Chinua Achebe eloquently said, "Language is a means of survival. When you lose your language, you lose the opportunity to communicate. Language is not just a means of communication, it is the thread that binds us all together. The responsibility to uphold and cherish our indigenous language falls on all of us, especially the parents. Let us ensure that future generations are able to create, preserve, and uphold the linguistic treasures that bind us. Without our language, we lose our identity. Without our language, we have no identity." Proud to propose. Thank you.
Welcome back, our viewers. So, Daniella, was there a time you regretted participating in the national e-debate?
Oh no, I didn't. Even though we didn't get first place, it was a very interesting experience. I got to learn a lot of things. I got to meet debaters and I got to learn from their own perspective. So it was very interesting.
That's beautiful. Since the beginning of your pursuit, has there been any time you felt discouraged or you felt you were not good enough?
Yes, there were some times I actually felt insecure and inadequate because my speaking skills actually make people think at times that I'm rude and arrogant, and I struggle to cope with this, but I always encourage myself and encourage myself to be the best, and that is exactly what I'm doing.
Wow. So our viewers, there are times that challenges will always come. Just try to encourage yourself and put trust in your self-esteem. So, what is your advice to those looking up to you?
I'd just like to say, be yourself. Do not let anybody define you. Do not let anybody define what you become. You are you. You are your own unique self. Be determined, and whatever you want to achieve, once you set your heart to it, I promise you, the sky will not be your limit, but just your starting point.
We thank God for the success He gave us. I want to appreciate the school management for giving me this opportunity, because I'm not the best, but they have given me this avenue to be able to show what I've got, to be able to show my talents, my skills as a public speaker, as a debater. I also want to thank the state coach in person of Mr. Victor Barakubo for believing in me, believing in us that we can do it. I also want to thank the school in general. I want to thank my friends. I want to thank my family for their support, for their encouragement. I want to thank everybody that encouraged us, that supported us at that moment in time, their support and encouragement really went a long way. And I want to give glory to God for the success, because it is not by our might, it is not by our power, it's just by His grace. Thank you.
As we've heard from Daniella, this is to tell that it takes hard work, diligence, perseverance, endurance, and resilience to get to the top. This and more is what you get when you bring your words to law schools. Law schools is a place where students are being built and improved to be future leaders in our world. It is a place where students are being improved academically, spiritually, morally, and so on. It is filled with seasoned teachers, well-equipped libraries and laboratories, conducive environments for learning, and so on. Law schools is located in Oyo State. Boarding facilities are provided for distant students. Law schools, simply the best. For more inquiries, you can contact the numbers showing on your screen or visit our website www.lawschools.com. On behalf of the Press Club, I remain Esther Oguniro. Bye for now.